So, Uncle from Another World, deeper thoughts. It was on Netflix, came across it, and it looked interesting. Plus, it was like after I finally got into the whole isekai thing and understood what isekai was. The fact that this was, I don't know want to call it a reverse isekai, but like, what's it like for somebody after they return from an isekai, which you never get in an isekai? Either they're always in that fantasy world, or when they go back to their world, you get a brief view of their life, and then the show ends. So it's based on a manga that came out in 2018, which I didn't know until after the fact. Can't stop moving the camera. I can't stop moving, but whatever. My arms are tired. I'm tired, but I just had to get these thoughts out before I went back to sleep. Um, so it was funny. I didn't know it was gonna be a comedy. I thought it was gonna be something interesting. It ended up being mad funny, and I mean, it was funny right off the back. I highly suggest you check it on Netflix, especially because now it's in English, and I personally like to watch things in English dub because I'm an English speaker, and I like to be able to eat and look down at my food or look at my text or whatever while I'm watching and I have to read subtitles. I do love Japanese voice acting. I do appreciate the language. However, I do not speak it, and it makes it impossible to ever look away. I have to constantly pause and rewind when I watch it in Japanese. In English, I pretty much never have to do that. So I like that's in English, but the English was good. There was like a few voice actors, which was just like Netflix. What are you doing? Why'd you hire these people? But otherwise, it's good. It's a good dub, and the most important thing is it's just as funny in English as it was in Japanese, which is rare. Like Shin Chan is hilarious, and get my nephew's stuff in the background. Shin Chan was hilarious in English. I didn't watch the Japanese version. I saw it on Adult Swim, and it was hilarious though. Even though I know they changed some of the jokes to fit American culture, but nonetheless, it was hilarious. This I don't notice. I didn't think they changed any of the jokes, but it was equally as hilarious in English as it was in Japanese. The weird thing was, I actually enjoyed it more in English. So there was this huge break. Just so y'all know, it comes back to Netflix both in Japanese and English because it originally wasn't English on Netflix. Tomorrow, I believe, on March 30th, or today, March 30th. I think today's March 30th. Anyway, um, there was this huge break, and when I found a way to watch it, to continue watching it, I wasn't as invested anymore. I wasn't enjoying it as much, and I don't know if those episodes were just whack or I was just pulled out from having to wait so long. But when I did take a break and continue when I saw it was in English the other day, and I finished the series or the season, I was loving it. It was awesome. So it's about this guy who was in a coma, but he was also isekai. So I guess his consciousness was isekai, and his nephew has to come get him when he wakes up from his coma, and he comes to live with him. And he's blown away because it turns out that the guy was really isekai. He wasn't full of shit. He didn't go crazy while he was in a coma, and he has actual magic. And he becomes a YouTuber and just becomes this whole funny thing. And you get to watch his adventures when he was in the other world, and it's just an awesome, funny ass show with incredible action for a comedy, incredible action in general. So I highly recommend you watch Uncle from Another World on Netflix. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Even if you're not an anime fan, you'll enjoy this just for the comedy alone, I swear.